She snapped her fingers and spoke French to seduce her husband on TV, making death look elegant instead of scary. But behind the scenes, this actress was literally dying, performing from a wheelchair, because she refused to give up. The 1960s were shocked when one show dared to show real passion between a married couple. While other sitcoms kept spouses in separate beds, this actress brought something different to America's living rooms. She became an instant icon, but fame came with a terrible price. What you don't know is she fought death since childhood. Trapped in bed as a sick girl, she dreamed of Hollywood. She had painful surgery to change her face. She proposed to her husband when women didn't do that. And when her ex became one of TV's richest producers, she struggled to find work. Stay until the end and discover how she turned her costume problems into character strengths, why she gave away her famous outfit before dying, and the final words she wanted the world to remember. This isn't just about fame. It's about a woman who kept acting even when her body was failing. This is the hidden life of Carolyn Jones, and it starts in a Texas bedroom where a sick little girl could barely breathe. A childhood of struggle. Born April 28, 1930, in Amarillo, Texas, Carolyn's life was marked by hardship from the start. When the Great Depression hit in 1934, her father lost everything and abandoned the family. Her mother, Chloe, suddenly found herself alone with 2 daughters and no income, forced to move in with her parents. But an even greater challenge emerged. Severe chronic asthma that confined young Carolyn to her bedroom for weeks at a time. She couldn't attend school, couldn't play with friends, and during bad episodes, struggled simply to breathe. Isolated and ill, Carolyn discovered her escape: Hollywood fan magazines and movies. Her mother had named her after actress Carole Lombard, a daily reminder that another life existed somewhere beyond Texas. From her sickbed, Carolyn began dreaming of becoming an actress. That dream literally kept her alive, breaking into Hollywood. As her health improved, Carolyn's talent became undeniable. After high school, she begged her grandfather to let her attend the Pasadena Playhouse instead of traditional college. Her dramatic plea worked. There was one problem. At 17, she was 3 years too young. So she lied about her age, was accepted, and graduated in 1950 as a standout student. But Hollywood had rigid beauty standards. Despite her talent, Carolyn underwent painful cosmetic surgery and a complete makeover to fit the industry's ideals, sacrificing her natural appearance for opportunity. Love and career rises. While struggling to break through, Carolyn met fellow Texan Aaron Spelling, then an unknown actor. They fell in love, and in a bold move for the 1950s, Carolyn proposed to him. They married in April 1953. Carolyn became the breadwinner while Aaron struggled. She pushed him to become a writer instead, promoting his scripts when never possible. His career eventually took off, though their marriage wouldn't survive the success. Meanwhile, Carolyn's breakthrough came in 1953's House of Wax. Steady work followed throughout the 1950s, building her reputation. Her career-defining moment arrived in 1957. For a supporting role, she dyed her blonde hair jet black and appeared for only 8 minutes on screen, but delivered a performance of remarkable depth. She earned an Academy Award nomination and won a Golden Globe. At 27, Carolyn Jones had officially arrived. The role that changed everything. In 1964, around the time of her divorce from Aaron, an offer arrived. The lead in a new sitcom based on darkly humorous cartoons. Ironically, Aaron himself convinced her to take it. The show premiered in September 1964, and what captivated audiences was revolutionary. The married leads displayed genuine passion and affection, shocking conservative viewers unaccustomed to such sensuality on television. Creating the character required enormous effort. Carolyn wore an uncomfortable wig and a custom gown so tight she could barely walk. Removing it took 20 minutes each day. But she loved the role deeply, contributing mannerisms, dialogue, and character development. Despite the show's popularity, the network canceled it after just 2 seasons. Carolyn was heartbroken. The struggle after stardom. What followed was devastating. Audiences and casting directors couldn't see her as anyone else. She'd become so synonymous with a character that her career suffered. She returned to theater and guest appearances, but the substantial roles had dried up. In 1968, she married her third husband and semi-retired to Palm Springs. By the late 1970s, divorced again, she returned to Los Angeles determined to revive her career. Final act of courage. In 1982, Carolyn landed another lead role on a political drama. What the public didn't know: she'd been diagnosed with colon cancer in 1981, telling colleagues she was being treated for ulcers. When the cancer returned aggressively in 1982, doctors determined it was terminal. But Carolyn refused to stop working. When she became too frail to stand, she performed from a wheelchair. Castmates marveled at her courage. She returned to set just days after major surgery. She married her longtime boyfriend in September 1982, wanting to spend her final months as his wife. Before becoming too ill, she donated her iconic costume to a museum for future generations. Carolyn passed away on August 3, 1983, at age 53, an enduring legacy. Despite appearing in 30 films, earning an Academy Award nomination, and working with Hollywood's biggest stars, Carolyn Jones is remembered for 64 episodes filmed over 2 seasons. She fought her way from a Texas sickbed, battled life-threatening asthma, escaped poverty, endured surgery to meet Hollywood standards, and faced terminal illness with extraordinary courage, performing until she physically couldn't continue. Other actresses have since portrayed the character, but Carolyn was the original. She gave the world a performance of elegant darkness that has never been equaled. Carolyn Jones lived 53 years of dedication and unshakable belief in her craft. She worried about being remembered for only one role. What she couldn't have known, that wasn't a limitation. It was immortality. What are your favorite memories of this talented performer? Share your thoughts below, and remember to celebrate the artists who shaped our cultural memories. Thanks for watching.